Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. It is almost May, so you know what that means. Yep, it's mermaid time. I have never completed this challenge. I haven't ever actually attempted it, just like with Inktober last year. Are you helping? Anyway, I thought this year I'd sort of give it a try. By sort of, I mean I'm only gonna do about half the days, so an illustration every other day if I manage to complete it. And my track record hasn't been great so far. As you remember, I didn't complete Inktober, but part of that was because of the pinched nerve that I got. However, I wasn't working full-time in October, and now I am, so I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. I thought it would be fun to create my own prompt list to keep me motivated, so I did that. It's called Aesthetic Mermaid, and I'm really excited to draw my character Bridget in several different styles, I guess. Not styles of drawing, but styles of clothing and aesthetics. So today I'm just doing kind of a practice run to see what she would look like as a mermaid and how I would portray her as one. She'll probably look very different in each illustration, but I just kind of wanted a basic idea to start from. By the way, this video is all in real time, so if you have a sketchbook or an art project you're working on, hopefully you can pull that out and draw along with me. I know that I love watching these kind of longer videos in real time to both pick up some tips that I might not have seen if it was going by quickly, and also because it's good background noise to kind of work along with. So hopefully that can work for you today too. I very much apologize if you see the top of my head in some of these clips. I really needed to get close to see what I was doing. Traditional line work is still a bit unfamiliar for me, and I don't have the steadiest of hands, so I tend to work close. I was kind of hoping to use this challenge to improve my watercolor skills, which are basically non-existent. Ever since I got my watercolors about a year ago, I haven't really used them other than the one video I have up where I kind of swatched them and tested them out. But in that year, I have watched several watercolor artists on YouTube, and so I feel like I've picked up some confidence and some tips along the way, and hopefully I can put them into action here with this test artwork. By the way, if you're interested in participating in my prompts for Mermaid, which is an every other day prompt list, check out my Instagram. I have it linked on my profile, and also the name is listed at the end of this video, and you'll find all the details there. I'd love it if people took part in it. I'd love to see your artworks. So for the background of this piece, I knew I wanted to try a wet on wet technique to kind of emulate the ocean, and I thought it'd be really fun to mix several different blues and greens and just kind of toss them in there and see what they did when they mixed together. Oh my gosh, that first bit of color in the water and how it spreads out, it's such a cool process to watch, and that's one thing that's, I feel like, unique to watercolor. So if you saw the post on my community tab recently where I talked about how I was working on a large piece with several characters and that's why my videos have been slow, because that was going to be my next one, well, I didn't get it completed before May, and now with Mermaid happening, I feel like it'll be probably June before I complete it enough to show you the video. So I just wanted to mention that in case you had seen my post and were wondering. It's not this artwork. Actually, I'm much faster at traditional artwork for some reason. Probably it's because I can't be as perfectionist about it as I am with digital art. I did this entire painting in one evening. I had lined it the day before, but the painting part I got done in one night, which I couldn't have done with a digital piece.
Steady. Don't go too far now. We can do it. We can do it. When we end the sighting games and we don't pull them both.
I was really pleased with how the background came out. It kind of did exactly what I wanted it to, so that was pretty cool. But man, it sure does take a long time for the layers to dry completely. I did use a lot of water. My paper was buckling quite a bit. My washi tape had a lot of trouble holding it down, and in the end I did have to switch it out for some painter's tape, which was a bit stronger. But yeah, I made sure to let it completely dry between each layer so that I didn't get any bleeding into different areas. And I'm happy to say that I successfully managed to stay away from that. Color mixing was another thing I found challenging. I'm definitely new to mixing my own colors with paint, especially a paint that's translucent and dries a different color than it is when you put it down. So that took some experimenting and several different layers. I end up probably going over this whole thing at least 3 or 4 times with layers and layers of color, which I think is how you're supposed to do it anyway, so I guess that worked out. I was a little bit worried that the green of her fish body wouldn't stand out enough against the blue and green of the ocean background, but in the end I think that the texture I end up adding to it and the shading and everything makes it pop enough. I just really wanted it to be green because she's an Irish lass and she has green eyes, and I felt it would go the best with her hair and her whole color scheme. So this is as good a time as any to talk about our win of the week. Make sure and comment in the thread down below and let me know what's going well in your life this week. For me, I'm really happy that I completed my first watercolor piece ever and that it didn't turn out awfully. I'm really happy about that. And my other win this week is at the end of the video. It's a new outro, so I'm really excited about it because it's awesome. So stay tuned to the end of the video to see that. No cheating, don't go peek now. I was also really thrilled to have my son be watercoloring with me at the very same time I was making this painting. You'll probably see his arm and hand and paintbrush come in every now and again getting paints for his project, and he did his very first watercolor fan art. It was of StarCraft. I don't know if any of you have ever played that game. It's fairly old now, but he plays it all the time with his dad, and they build their own maps and they team up and they go fight battles and they love it. So he painted a Protoss and it was really awesome. I loved spending the arty time with him. That kind of brings me to another topic I kind of wanted to talk about. I haven't mentioned much on my channel about our current situation and what the world is going through, just because I want this to be, mostly a place to kind of escape from that. But I did feel like I needed to talk a little bit about how it's affecting me, because I want to remember this and it's kind of important for my mental health, I feel like. Basically, feel a little bit guilty about how much I love being home with my family all the time and having them here and not having to go into work because I can work from home. It's done wonders for my stress level and my anxiety, just having everyone home most of the time and not having to worry about anyone. I do have a generalized anxiety disorder, and a lot of it focuses around my family and worried that something's going to happen to them. So selfishly for me, it's been great to mostly have them all in one place, and I know where they are and that they're fine. It's a pretty selfish way to look at it, but I can't help what I'm feeling right now, and I just kind of wanted to talk about it in case some of you out there might be feeling this way too. I'm actually a little bit nervous for when the world starts back up again, because I love how things are so much right now. I can feel myself becoming too used to it. When I have to go out to like the grocery store, I get a lot of anxiety now just driving down the street because I'm not used to being out, and I feel like I'm a borderline agoraphobic at this point. I want to stay in my little house where I'm safe, and it's not so much that I'm afraid of getting sick or anything like that. It's something that was kind of hanging around there before all this happened, and now I see what it's like to be home all the time and do everything from home, and it works so well for me that I'm not looking forward to things going back to normal. I'm so very grateful that both my husband and I have jobs that allow us to work from home. I know a lot of people don't have that ability, and that really sucks. That's part of the reason I feel so guilty for being so happy right now. Obviously, I'm not happy about the reason this is all happening, because it's awful. Just the situation I find myself in is something that I don't hate. I don't know if that makes sense to any of you or if you feel the same way. Most people probably feel the complete opposite and are dying to get back out there and start doing normal stuff again. But that's just how I'm feeling right now. The only thing I miss is seeing my dad more often, seeing our family, our extended family, and my friends. Friend. But yeah, other than that, I'm just giddy to be home all the time.
Wish that I could stay in this moment forever, so I can hold you in my arms. I will carry you on my shoulders as long as I'm able. Scare the monsters under your bed. Deep and abiding, liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you. You will grow up in the blink of an eye and move out and be on your own. But no matter what comes your way, I will stay right here beside you to catch you if you fall. And deep and abiding, liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
I really wanted to add a lot of texture to Bridget's tail and I guess fish body area, mermaid body. Right about now, I really wished I had some shimmery watercolor paints, you know, the metallic ones, but I don't, so I tried to go darker with it and add kind of fish scales, I guess. I really think it would look super cool if I could add like some gold shimmery bits or some green metallic shimmery spots that are lighter than these dark ones, but maybe I can invest in that in the future. For now, I'm not too unhappy with how this part turned out. I used a gold pen for her earrings so that they'd shine a little bit, and then I also used a white gel pen for the highlights in her eyes. But I think my favorite part of this piece is definitely how dimensional her hair came out. It looks really rich and vibrant, and that's exactly what I wanted, so really happy about that at least. I probably will not be doing videos for each piece in this mermaid series that I complete, but I might do a few like weekly updates or things like that that have clips of what I did that week, so stick around for that. I also have a very exciting collaboration coming up this month, and I can't wait to show you what that's all about too. And of course, I gotta give you the sweet, sweet tape peeling action here. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. Here comes that awesome new outro I told you about. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Bye everybody.